onto stage to first of all receive her Dux Awards and then obviously speak to you about her journey over the past 3 years. So please welcome Amelia.
Thank you, Mr. Donald. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is not people who help it, but people who have come alive. Dr. Howard Thurman. Seated before me, a diverse group of people, an amalgamation of passions, an assemblage of interests and goals, sparks of inspiration with the power to achieve the unimaginable. QACI presents us with the opportunity to develop our own personal power, which is amplified through working with others. Seek your internal energy and ignite it. Once you do that, keep it warm, kindle your fire often, and when sparks of inspiration fly, let them burn, let them blaze. Find what gives you joy, gives you a sense of wonder, and chase it. Good afternoon, my name is Amelia Walters, and today I'm presenting part 2 of Graduate Reflections, following on from Connor's speech last week. You can imagine how much of an honour it is to work along inspiring people like Connor. The opportunity to collaborate with such gifted students and teachers is the essence of QACI. An oft-quoted saying is, words are not enough, but I shall say them anyway. Thank you to Mr. Donald, to Ms. Casey and Ms. Williamson, to mon joli professeur Madame Daines, to all the teachers and staff who uphold QACI, and particularly to Mr. Jose, our founding principal, whose incredible and supportive presence has touched my life and those of so many others. During my time at QACI, I had the pleasure of making many speeches, most of them centering upon leadership and persistence. My first speech was as the first year 10 speaker, revealing the me behind the mask. So I shall begin there. To reveal your true self is to take a risk, to be vulnerable. We all take risks. Each of you took risks in leaving the security of your past schools to come to QACI, in striking up conversations with strangers on the first day as you awaited the clap-in, and each day as you make new discoveries. It is in taking risks that we allow ourselves the opportunity to grow. I came to QACI chasing dreams, and in a tumultuous journey of experimentation, setbacks and new insights, finding a true sense of self and of what ignites my life force is my greatest achievement. So what makes you come alive? Personally, it is artistic exploration and the ability to connect and serve others which makes me come alive. Each of us is a practicing artist in some form, and it is in our artistic pursuits that we are most able to push our boundaries and to delve further into ourselves. The source of your energy is your passion. So I encourage you to dig deep. We are young and nothing is ever so bad that we are irreparably broken. So take risks. Risk-taking is the first step to seizing your own power. Clarify what it is that you truly want. Stand for it and your beliefs. And most importantly, remain uncomfortable. For when we are uncomfortable, we are challenging ourselves. And as you extend yourselves, the people who are seated around you will be your greatest support. During my time at QACI, I collected stories. My peers were my teachers. I wanted to learn as much as I could from them. For my CAS project, I did just that. I interviewed students past and present in the hope that their wisdom would somehow carry me along this momentous journey. I asked each person for 3 things, 3 pieces of advice, rules or quotes that they lived by, 3 learnings for 3 years. And now it is my turn to pass on my own experience. So number 1, the future of the world belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Follow your bliss. If you do what you love, only good things will come from it. In your artistic subjects and areas of interest, you are constantly creating and reworking. I hope that you allow yourself to be engaged by this creative process of self-discovery. Take classroom learnings and meld them with your own explorations. Be willing to be transformed by your experiences. You alone are responsible for the innumerable, boundless goals that you dream up and the undefined futures that you create. You are the curator, the composer, and the editor of your life, so be courageous. 2, everything is interconnected. You hold the power to control your perspectives and influence your surrounds. During my final year, being a positive influence became one of my greatest goals. Each day that I entered the building, I would stop briefly, check in. Was I entering with a negative mindset, and was there anything I could do to change that? ESS tells us about positive and negative feedback loops. Optimism is a self-amplifying feedback loop. You have the opportunity to change the course of your day, to feed the energy within this building, to amplify the energy. The product of this environment is a synergy of each individual and their commitment to an outcome. Empathise with one another. You're all walking the same path. Meet each other halfway. Match each other's frequencies. And finally, breathe. Fire needs oxygen to burn. Breathe every once in a while and breathe deep. And whilst you're feeding your internal fire, never underestimate the power of good food and a good night's sleep. Fuel that body of yours. An immense thank you to the wonderful people who taught me this, especially Miss Stevens, Shai and Greg Hersham, who supported me and reminded me during the Year 12 exhibit installation to just keep breathing. Breathe, fuel your fire. This is an enormous journey you are all undertaking, and I hope that you never forget how much of a gift that is. You are surrounded by brilliant people with amazing talents. Use them, explore them, extend them. And in the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, do not be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. What if they're a little coarse, and you may get your coat soiled or torn? What if you do fail, and get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice? Up again. You shall never be so afraid of a tumble. In QACI, I found an environment unlike no other, where I could nurture my passions, take risks, and feel truly supported in doing so. We are here today to celebrate the new leaders of the school. I wish success to everyone, particularly the house managers and student directors. I have watched you grow and develop on your respective journeys. The student directors will now carry forward the 5 pillars of success: pride, principled, positive, preparedness, persistence. Each of these will play a strong role in your individual journey. Persistence was the pillar I championed, and was the one that I identified most with when reflecting on my path. Now, just as my fellow leaders and I tried to, I hope you strive to go beyond, to outdo the leaders that have gone before you, and lead this incredible academy to new and exciting heights. But ultimately, all of you are leaders, and there is power in everything you do. Remain uncomfortable, be courageous. At QACI and beyond, your work every day is to discover your world, your passions, what makes you come alive. And then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Amelia, for coming in today and sharing your thoughts with us. Your achievement and the way you went about this at QACI is truly an inspiration to all of us. To conclude our ceremony, it is tradition to have a representative of our Year 12 students to speak on their behalf and launch the journey, which is their final year. Our speakers today are Phoebe Rowland and Nell Fraser. Imogen Clark will read Nell's Year 12 address. Please welcome our speakers.
Good afternoon, students, staff, and guests. My name is Imogen Clark. Every year, a third of our school leaves. There are new seniors, new newbies, and teachers come and go. People grow, our culture evolves, and no matter how hard we try to stall it, we must remember that this is vital in keeping a dynamic community. 3 years isn't a very long time. In this time, tradition may seem elusive, but here at QACI, we catch it and we hold it fast. How? Because culture breeds from the population. Tradition flourishes from the students. The one thing that stays constant along our journey is the cohort. On the first day of grade 10, we were told that it was our own decision to come here, and as such, we had the right to make the decision to leave. So over the last 2 years, some friends have left us, yes, and we've grown smaller, but most importantly, we've grown tighter. Together we make up a group of young people who are fascinated by the world, who have the initiative to match our towering ambitions and the humility to respect our journey. It is important that when things get tough, when we have our doubts, that we remember and we celebrate this rock, this support system of friends who are here to share and dissipate our struggles and to share and revel in our triumphs. Within this collective, it is important that we celebrate the individual as well. Each one of us has a unique role to play, or in ESS lingo, we're all keystone species. Each one of us brings something fresh to the group. Some of us can sneeze consecutively for half an hour straight during lecture series. Some of us aren't Canadian, and for some of us, it's gonna get louder. Each one of us defines and redefines what it is to be a QACI student. Independent of the school, independent of this building, and independent of this legacy, our cohort holds a unique culture of our own, one that will continue to grow long after the final bell, metaphorically of course. Thank you.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers and students. For those of you who I haven't met, my name is Phoebe Rowland and I'm here with a message for the Year 12s. Before we look ahead to the ocean that is the coming year, let's first take the time to look back. Think about how far we have come in the past 2 years. How QACI has changed the way we think, challenged our perception and defined who we are. We have come together as a cohort to create so many amazing things, and as Mr. Jose would say, have stood on each other's shoulders to see further than many ever will. Not only are we clever, creative and global, but we are bold, innovative, and have broken new grounds of thought. We've all made mistakes, but we might find in a few years that these form our most valuable and probably funny memories. We've inspired and been inspired, but most importantly, we have learned. We have one more year of this exhausting but brilliant madness that is QACI. So what are we going to do with it? Where are we going to go from here?